Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. And as you can see from the title of this video, I want to talk about the latest recordings that has been released today by Anthony Lofty's, where Coleslaw made some interesting statements about Martel's attempts to try and get her on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Also, she talks about whether or not Martel is going to sue Tisha Scott and her mom, Wanda, for their statements about his sex life. And according to Coleslaw, there was something that was not quite done on Tisha's end. And I did not know that she earned her Juris Doctorate. I don't have mine either, but my Google game is strong, okay? And so we're going to talk about Hood Court, according to Coleslaw. Now, before we do, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to the channel. Everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, Anthony did a few lives today, Thursday, January the 9th. I hope your first 9 days of the year has been safe and pleasant with all of your needs met. And in one of the lives, he actually talked about, or I should say, Arionne talked about Martel trying to bring her onto Love and Marriage Huntsville. Allegedly, Martel has met with executives from the OWN network and Carlos as well. He's been conversing with Carlos about trying to bring Arionne onto the show, allegedly. Interestingly, at the upcoming reunion, Carlos is going to say that Arionne will never film for Love and Marriage Huntsville. So the question is, will us viewers actually see that scene? Will we visually see Carlos King's lips moving and those words coming out of his mouth? Or will it be edited out? If it's true that he did say that, I'm not fully convinced that it will be in the edited version of the upcoming reunion, just because he wouldn't want that out there in the event that something happens and Coleslaw could make her way onto the show. But allegedly, he did say that. And we all know that in a previous release recording, Arionne said that Carlos told Melody, if I wasn't protecting you, Arionne would have filmed for the show a long time ago. Now, I felt that was interesting that the words, protecting Melody would ever come out of anyone of production's mouth. But allegedly, that is what she said in the recordings. Now, it does not surprise me at all that Martel has been meeting with Carlos allegedly and OWN executives to try and convince them to let Arionne come onto the show. I think that it speaks of the favoritism towards Martel and the pull that he has to even book a meeting with OWN executives. Like, I don't think Tiffany Whitlow could book a meeting with executives, not even Destiny, and perhaps not even Stormy, who owns, a beauty line, and she has really great sales on TikTok. I don't even know if it would be that easy for her. But Martel, in my opinion, he is the teacher's pet, production's pet, Carlos's favorite. So Carlos may help make that happen when he has those meetings with the executives, allegedly. But thank goodness, obviously, it did not work because she's not on the show, because I believe who also can easily meet with OWN executives is Miss Melody Cherie Rogers. And I have a feeling that the OWN executives are crystal clear that she does not want Arionne on the show. And if Arionne were to ever be on the show, then she would stop filming and take with her Love and Marriage Huntsville's largest fan base. Now, in terms of there being a pending lawsuit, so Anthony had an evening live where he played a recording from Arionne where she said that Martel allegedly may pursue legal action against Tisha Scott and her mom, Wanda, over the alleged rumor about Martel and men. Now, Arionne said that Tisha lied on Carlos King's Messy Monday show when she said that Marceau was dropping names of men whom Martel allegedly made love to during the Field Day episode. Arionne questioned if production would really edit that out. So, Arionne is convinced, from my interpretation of the recording, Arionne is convinced that Marceau never dropped names of men that allegedly her man has been with because she feels like production would not have edited that out. Of course they would, Arionne. You are totally negating the point that you said earlier when you said that Martel has met with OWN executives and Carlos about trying to bring you on the show. So if they would actually entertain Martel LeVar Holt to talk about bringing on his mistress onto the show, where his ex-wife has the #1 fan base of the show, you don't think that production would edit out what Marceau said of allegedly dropping names? Of course they would, because again, Martel is production's pet. He is the favorite of producers, the main producer, Carlos King, in my opinion. That is my opinion, that he is Carlos's favorite. And so I think that if Marceau did drop those names, then he totally was edited out. And Arionne is going to speak more on that. But let me know in the comments, do you think that Marceau dropped the names of men, the previous lovers allegedly, and production edited it out? Or do you think that, Tisha lied about that on Carlos King's Messy Monday show? Now, Arionne said that production did some more editing on Field Day. She said that production edited the Field Day episode to make it seem as though Martel blew up over Marceau's opinion on the revenge P. But according to Arionne, Martel blew up over Marceau allegedly talking about Arionne. We've heard murmurings of this, excuse me, and Arionne is being told all of this information by Martel. While we know that she's been on the set of LAMH before, it was not for the Field Day episode. It was back in 2022. So any information that she gets, it is watered down, filtered, edited, and is coming from Martel. So is it possible that Marceau dragged Arionne? Yes. But I think that Martel wanted Arionne to think he was defending her honor like a knight in shining armor. Do you all think that Martel blew up over Marceau being disgusted with the revenge P? Or do you think it was him dragging Arionne? Or do you think it was both? I think it was both. I think that this was a very lengthy argument. If you've ever heard about when men get into it, even when it turns physical, they're fighting for a long time. Girls, they go back and forth for a few minutes and they fight for a couple minutes and then it's over. But men, it's much more long lasting. I think that this was a very lengthy argument. And I think that they went through a couple of things. And I think that Marceau both triggered Martel, got him to blow up when he gave him his honest opinion on the revenge P. And he said, "I'll never respect you." And I think Marceau also was dragging Arionne. Yes. And because, Arionne has the nerve to tag Oprah Winfrey on social media, so ghetto, so embarrassing. And, she would love to get on the show, although she signed the release form. It's giving that production is like, we don't even want to deal with this chick at all. We ain't even going to mention her, although it would make some entertaining TV. The viewers would be cracking up. Marceau dragged her. We're just going to edit that out altogether. I believe that Martel blew up over both the revenge P and whatever Marceau said about Arionne. But Arionne, Martel is telling her this information that he blew up over what Marceau said about her because he wants Arionne to feel secure in their flimsy relationship. Okay, now let's get back to Hood Court. So Arionne said that Tisha messed up when she did not say alleged on the Messy Monday show. She was like, that's where she messed up. And that's why, Martel is going to sue. Now, saying the word alleged, it isn't the holy grail. If Martel decides to sue, which I doubt he's going to do that because he'd have to come up with the money, but most of all, he'd have to come up with the proof. He would have to prove that he's never made love to a man. And on the flip side of the coin, if Marceau and Tisha can prove it's true, then there's that. If they have names, if at least just one of those men decide to come forward and testify in court, it would be a wrap. And legal documents are definitely public information. It would be over all of our blogs. Even the bigger blogs would pick it up. And that would be that, okay? And also, even like with me, I'll say, this is according to so-and-so. When I did my recap of that Messy Monday show, I was saying, this is what Tisha said. I am just repeating it. I do say that everything is alleged, but, you don't want to say anything extremely salacious and just ridiculous. As an example, Tasha K saying that, Cardi B had an S, a T, and a D, the Crunch and Munch, and then saying that she was a former, lady of the night. That is really, really out there, out in left field. And when they went to court, Cardi B was able to produce a test that showed that she did not have the Crunch and Munch. And it was reported that the judge told Tasha K alleged is not this full-on protection from you from saying that someone has the Crunch and Munch when they don't. The judge even allegedly told Tasha K's lawyer that she needed to go back to the first year of law school. So you still have to be very careful. You have to be professional. And you have to have those boundaries where you just don't say crazy things like so-and-so has the Crunch and Munch and they don't. So I just wanted to bring that up because, Coleslaw was saying that as if she not only finished nursing school, but she also decided to switch industries and become a lawyer. Okay, she was giving Sonia, Nesto's mistress, Nesto, the hopefully ex-husband or soon-to-be ex-husband of Shirley Strawberry. When Sonia gets on those jail calls and she does her hood court, it is the most annoying thing ever. And that is what Coleslaw was giving. She is like Sonia Jr. But what do you all think of the things that Arionne was saying? What do you think about her saying that Martel is ready to sue Tisha and Wanda because the word alleged was not used? And also, do you think that Tisha and Marceau can produce some receipts? I thank you all so much for checking out this video. Please hit the like button on this video as it is a free way of supporting the channel. And please subscribe to Shows, Style, and Spirit if you have not already done so. I hope that you all had a thriving Thursday, and I hope that you have a fantastic Friday. I'm so glad that the weekend is here. With the snow that's anticipated to hit the South, I believe I've heard so many states on the news, like Georgia, the Carolinas, I think Texas and Alabama and even Mississippi. And we're supposed to get some snow as well. So I'm hoping it's like late evening. It's supposed to come in the evening. Just so if I decide to go out for dinner or if there's anything that I need, I'll have time after I get off of work to go get it. But I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. But it is January. And I feel so bad for everyone out in California. I'm sorry to hear about the lives lost. The last that I heard, it was 5 people, and 180,000 people had to evacuate. My prayers are with them, and I'm very sorry to hear that. And that would be extremely heartbreaking to lose everything that you have and all of the memories and things that are very precious to you. Electronics and clothes can be replaced even over time, but things like photos and videos, those are memories, especially for people who have lost loved ones, and those were their memories. So I feel really, really bad. And I hope that you all have a fantastic weekend. I went to the gym immediately after I logged out of work today. I just got it over with. I came home and I fixed dinner, and then I created my content. And hopefully, if once all of the roads are shoveled with the snow and the salt is laid out on the roads, I'm going to go see Den of Thieves 2. The first one was good. It came out before Carnival 19 years ago, and it stars Ice Cube's son. His son played him in NWA, and Gerard Butler. He is an attractive white man to me, at least. And yeah, so it should be a good weekend. And I hope that you all, again, are having a fantastic week so far. And I will talk with you soon. Bye.